technically, obviously. Busy day. We are now at a time where concrete proposals need to be delivered by the two parties on how to end this conflict. How we proceed from here is a decision that belongs now to the President. If there is not progress, we will step back as mediators in this process.
Well, yeah, so is there some sort of a time frame?
Well, he
What
said now.
he's just said.
He said now is the time where concrete proposals need to be delivered by the two parties in the conflict. And if there is not progress, which we leave, of course, I'm not going to speculate on what that timeline means to the President or to the Secretary. But that is a very distinct statement from the Secretary. Both the Secretary and the President are very transparent men, and the American people have been watching this process openly, which itself is kind of a new experience. But that is what he said to me just a little bit ago.
Calling for a ceremonial ceasefire, a 3-day ceasefire next week to...
Well, obviously, to end the conflict.
So you
I mean, clearly, it's about what they've been working toward is a ceasefire, a complete, full, durable ceasefire, right? Not a 3-day moment so you can celebrate something else. A complete, durable ceasefire and an end to the conflict.
Does this mean that the proposals that the United States had on the table, is it off the table now that you're seeking?
I'm not going to speculate on what the statement that's been made here means about things that have existed or have been discussed before. It's just what he has said today, and I think it's clear.
On North Korea, they acknowledge finally that they apparently have sent their their soldiers to fight for Russia in Ukraine. Does this change your approach?
North Korea is not being helpful. They're not being helpful. There are other nations that also are facilitating this carnage, and their actions make it possible to continue. Third countries, like North Korea, have perpetuated the Russia-Ukraine war, and they bear responsibility for it.
China?
We continue, North Korea, I'm speaking about North Korea and other third countries, like North Korea. We continue to be concerned by North Korea's direct involvement in the war, North Korea's military deployment to Russia, and any support provided by the Russian Federation to the DPRK in return must end. Russia's training of North Korean soldiers directly violates Security Council resolutions 1718, 1874, and 2270, which collectively impose a broad prohibition on providing or receiving military training or assistance to or from the DPRK. All right.
Proposal to what was put on the table by the United States. Should we take this as a rejection of their counterproposal?
I think you should take it as what the Secretary meant, which is that what is happening now is that what we expect from them are concrete proposals
But if they've
on how to end this
presented one.
situation. So that's his statement. I would not expand on it as those are the words he used for me. I think it's very, very distinct that now we are at the time where concrete proposals need to be delivered by the two parties on how to end the conflict. How we proceed from here is now a decision of the President's. If there is not progress, we will step back as mediators of the process. Everybody,
No, and on
Thank
the
you.
please.